Where is he? Where is he? Where is this guy? He says he's going to start a show at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time, and he's not here. And 5 minutes later, he finally shows up. Here I am. Hi, everybody. I'm here. I'm here. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the party, pal. It's Tuesday, May 30, 2023. Welcome to Crazy Town, Clownville. And I'm not talking about Washington, D.C. I'm not talking about the United States of America. I'm talking about Clownville, Alberta, Canada, where I am living right now. We had an election yesterday. What we call the provincial election, a state election, if you will, if you're in the United States. And we had a choice. We could go to the right or we could go to the left. There was no middle ground here for voters. The middle ground has long been eaten alive by the wackos out there. The party to the right, they call them United Conservative Party. Those guys have gone through gyrations like you wouldn't believe. They are led by a female, Danielle Smith, who has all kinds of conspiracy theories and all kinds of wild dreams of separating from Canada and all this goofy crap and taking over the pension plan for Albertans and getting out of the Canadian pension plan and having an Alberta pension plan. I mean, wacky. She won. The other side, by Rachel Notley and the NDP, they wanted to invest in education, invest in healthcare, women's rights, rights of minorities, social programs, make the rich pay their fair share taxes and, all that good stuff. Well, they got blown out. They actually did gain seats and they gained votes. The NDP actually won yesterday, and that they increased their vote. They've increased their reach. Problem is that this province, there are two parts of this province, and you think it's oil and gas, and it's not oil and gas. No, the two different halves of this province, two polar opposites in this province, are the farming communities, the outlying areas out in the country, and the big cities. And the big cities are Edmonton and Calgary, and then to a lesser degree, city of Lethbridge, which is 150,000 people. Calgary, 1.5 million people. Edmonton, 1.5 million people. There's 3 million people out of 4.5 million that are just the two big cities. And then you have 1.5 million everywhere else. And it went completely conservative outside the cities and virtually all NDP inside the big cities. The problem is the way the electoral maps are drawn out, you have more seats all around the outside of the cities than inside the cities. And for the NDP to win, they had to win both cities completely. And they won Edmonton completely and about 2/3 of Calgary, but not enough. 5 or 6 seats away from a majority, and they're back into minority. They got more, but not enough. And so we're in Clownville here. We are now in Crazy Town in this province. We have got 4 years of a majority government to the far right. And folks in Calgary and folks in Edmonton are going, what the hell is going on in our province? Because the taxes are paid by the city workers. The taxes are paid by the white collar workers. The taxes are paid by the hardworking oil and gas people, tourism, industrial, the university crowds, all, the two big cities, the metropolitan areas. And the dominant party in the legislature are all the wackos from the country who have just decided to go with the clown show and not trust the big city people. And so This province is going to have some fun. I can tell you that. So that's what's going on here in this part of the world. Now, what's happening in the United States? Well, that's a clown show unto itself. That is the world leader in clown shows, Mr. McCarthy and his Republicans trying to hammer out a deal with Mr. Biden and the Democrats for a spending bill, that a debt ceiling bill that has no business being discussed by anyone for any reason whatsoever. A self-manufactured, in-house, made in the USA crisis for political purposes. Apparently that's all resolved. Everyone's come to an agreement here. The leaders of the Republican Party, whoever they are, and the leaders of the Democrats have come to a deal. A very small group of people on each side have made a deal, and now they're selling it to their respective members of Congress. And that should be a clown show this week. That should be a lot of fun. We have until June the 5th to theoretically avoid bankruptcy of the United States. Okay, the markets are up today. They're just kind of going, yeah, whatever. The crisis resolved. Clown show now. Do your voting and good luck with all that. We here on the outside world, where, you know, us taxpayers, I guess, is what folks are saying. We investors and taxpayers are putting our heads down and going to work, trying to avert a massive recession, depression, what have you, while you clowns are just clowning it up with spending cutbacks and restrictions and all this crap, which is meaningless because nothing will get meaningfully done until January, February of 2025, because this is 2023. The presidential election is in November 2024, and the change of power is in January 2025. And so nothing, zip, will come out of Washington to stimulate the economy in any way until January, February of 2025. Get ready, kids. The clown show and the inaction is right up there. And it's now the DeSantis clown show, the Trump clown show, the Haley, whatever her name is, clown show, the clown show from all the red states. The clown show is live, front and center, and it's going to dominate the media. And the media loves it because media is going to make billions in ad revenues from these campaigns that are going to pay top dollar to buy ad space, because the media knows, if I own a TV station in Kansas City, where else are you going to advertise on TV but through me? There's only a few stations in town. You're going to pay. And the public will pay dearly. Billions will be spent to basically have clowns run against clowns. And no one has solutions. Everyone has problems, and everyone has problems with everybody else, but no one has solutions to the problems. And so the clown show continues. Get ready for zip. The market, you're on your own, and that's the bottom line. Oh, isn't this fun? Anyway, look, the markets are going up today. It looks like the markets are going up today, although the futures right now, the Dow is off 15. Is that a problem? 15 points. I mean, that's a nothing burger. We're up 23 on S&P. We're up 200 point gain on NASDAQ. 1.4% today already. That is the market going higher. And what is the NASDAQ comprised of? Growth companies, high tech, artificial intelligence, the future, Marty. The future is what is going higher. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average, made up of 30 of the biggest corporations, does include Apple. It does include Microsoft, yes. But it also includes industrials. And where the action is and where the hope of the future is AI, artificial intelligence, high-end software, creating chips and all kinds of neat stuff. I got a taste of the future this past weekend. I was not here on Friday, as many of you are aware. I was not here Saturday or Sunday. Came back Sunday, hung out yesterday here to recover from the weekend, and back at it this morning. Happy Memorial Day to all of you who had Memorial Day in the United States. I got a taste of the future this weekend. I rented a Tesla Model Y locally. It's the first time I've driven a Canadian Model Y Tesla in Canada. I rented Model Ys in Palm Desert all last winter, and I had Model 3 and Model Ys the year before in Palm Desert for the winter. But here I rented for 4 days, starting last Thursday, a Model Y, which is destined and made for the Canadian market. And so all of the mileage is quoted in kilometers and how many kilometers have you got left in range and all that stuff. I got a taste of the future because this particular vehicle had additional features added to it on the intelligence side, on the self-driving mode side. And this car was talking to me, and this car was giving me alarms. Little bells would go off, little go off, telling me all kinds of stuff, which I'm, going, what is it now? What is it now? What are you telling me now? Eventually you get used to it. If you're driving along the highway and you're coming up to a car and he's a little towards the center line, the car is telling you, watch this guy. He's not paying attention, or he's drifting a little bit. That was good to know. It's a good thing. Surprisingly, though, you set your cruise control maybe 7 or 8 over the limit, 110 kilometer limit. You set it 117, 118. You're driving along and you're coming towards a town where the speed limit will go down to 80 kilometers, then 70, and then 50 through town, and then back to 70, and then back up to 110, and off you go. The car is warning me that we're going to be approaching the 70 kilometer limit. And it started to slow down by itself on cruise control, which I found really inconvenient because I kind of like to coast into town. I like to allow the speed to slowly back off as I approach. So I had to learn how to control the car while running on cruise control if I wanted to keep it on cruise control. The good news is on the steering wheel, there's a little wheel you can spin with your thumb or your finger. And as you click it down, you can bring the speed limit down, cruise control down by 1 kilometer an hour, or in the US, 1 mile an hour, every little click. And so I would go from 116 to 98 to 89 to 82 to 77 in the 70, down to the 65, 59, 58 in the 50. I'd always keep it basically within 5 miles an hour of the speed limit ballpark, especially if there's nobody on the road, which in most cases this weekend, there was nobody on the road. But the car was aware of the speed limit that you were approaching in the town you were approaching it, and it would warn you. And I thought, well, this is interesting. It's probably a good thing. Can be annoying. I can see where people will disengage cruise control through towns and just manually drive the car through and then re-engage cruise control back out of town again. It's all a learning thing. But the car started to learn my driving habits and started to adjust its learning curve to what I was generally doing. And that was interesting. AI, this is a sliver of AI. Just this is a nothing burger, but this is a Tesla. And this was really, really interesting. Again, the roads are completely changing as we speak. The future of driving is completely changing out. The idea of the V8 Grand Parisienne, Pontiac Parisienne, summer getaway holiday in a big station wagon, that died 50 years ago. These vehicles coming out are getting somewhat smarter and more intelligent and more self-aware of where they're at and what they're doing. And this is going to be an interesting transition in the transportation field going forward. Anyway, I wanted to mention that today, that the AI wave is coming into the market right now in a big way. The great big AI move is Nvidia stock. Nvidia stock today tried to reach $410 a share. The stock is now at such a level that the company is giving itself, or is being given now, a roughly a $1 trillion value market cap. This is not the top end for Nvidia. Okay, the stock is going to go higher than this. A $1 trillion level is meaningless. It is just a number. It is a psychological number. The stock's going higher because the company is being viewed as the most successful chip maker on the planet when it comes to AI intelligence. And they are on top of it, and it is showing in their sales. And so this stock will go higher yet, without a doubt. Others, however, other stocks are catching the wave. And that's what I wanted to mention today to you. Folks, there are stocks out there that are being talked about on CNBC and other spots that are going to enjoy an upsurge because of Nvidia. One of them is AI, the stock that has been played with a little bit on this channel. AI on Friday morning was around $28.40. It closed at $32.94 Friday night, up $4.53. AI this morning is up another $4 on the pre-market. It's now $36.96. Now, if any of you out there are holding deep in the money calls on AI, or you bought the stock back in the 20s and you wrote contracts, your job today, and you better get off your high knees and do this, is to roll up your contracts, roll up the price of your strike prices. And I don't care if you've got to go forward 3 months or 6 months or a year. I don't care. You have to do it. Your stock is at all-time highs and is surging. You've got to move up your strike price. Why would you limit yourself to possibly being exercised in the 20s or 30 range when the stock is offering you the opportunity to roll up your contracts into the 30s, if not higher? So you've got to get on it as an option writer. Otherwise, you're not an option writer. You're a pretender. Really get on the roll-up activity here. Other ones to watch, other stocks to watch this morning. Unity Software. Unity has not yet made a big move. It was up 57 cents Friday. It's up a 60-cent move this morning to 28.25. This stock's been over 30. Unity is lagging. It's one to keep an eye on, though, because it might catch a little more of this AI upbeat move. Amazon is up 172. You know they're going to develop AI capabilities there. They're at 121.83. They were up $5 on Friday, 172 this morning. Google was up 108 Friday. It's up 166 this morning to 127.09. That one is catching a wave. HBQ, I don't know if AI has much to do with HBQ, but computers of tomorrow will have AI software and hardware. And so HP was up 40 cents Friday to 31.30. It's now 31.65. Up 34 more cents. Pfizer has not caught the AI wave. It's 37.49. It touched 40 last week early. I expect it to go through 40 again, but at the moment, it is not the star of the show. It is still digesting that huge pharmaceutical that it bought a few months ago. Microsoft, however, is moving higher, up $6.97 on Friday, from the 325 neighborhood to the 332 neighborhood on Friday, now 336, 337, up 350 again. Microsoft is moving higher, and it's time to roll contracts. Other stocks, ARC Innovations, which is the Kathy Woods ETF, is now $40.11, up $1 this morning, up 72 on Friday. She did not run up because of Nvidia. ARC Innovation did not have Nvidia in the last week. They sold it earlier this year, but they made a move into another company called UPath, and the symbol is PATH, Path. UiPath, I guess, is the name of the company. It is trading at $16.70, up $1.08 in the pre-market today. It was up $1.11 on Friday, from $14.50 now to $16.74. These are pretty good, almost 15% gains now overall. The all-time high of this stock is $22.30, and apparently they are a software outfit that has really is really involved in AI software. This one is one to watch. Kathy Woods' outfit is into this thing big time. And there are other hedge funds and senior investors, serious investors into this stock. It's something to keep an eye on. All right, Tesla. AI, no question about it. 869 gain on Friday to 193 from the 184 range. Now we're at $200.77 a share in the pre-market, up 760 on Tesla. Today, you have to be, if you're an option writer on Tesla, today you have to be taking a look at rollovers on Tesla. Whether you're going from 160s to 175s or 180s, you're going from 180s to 190s, you're going from 190s to 200s, you're going from 200s to 210s. It doesn't matter. You've got to move up your calls. You've got to do it, or you're going to be exercised, and you're going to kick yourself for not writing a contract further out in time and lifting up your call price, your strike price. Time to get off your duff and do it. It is time. Okay, there's your warning from yours truly on that one. Moving on, Cisco's down a nickel, not getting much of a run at all on AI. It was up 83 on Friday. Goldman Sachs up $1.49 this morning, was up $8 Friday. We're now $3.33 a share on Goldman from this $3.24 range. Apple is up $2.09 today to $177.53. Was also up $2.40 on Friday. So from $172 down to $177.50 since Friday morning. Cyxtera. Cyxtera is in the throes of a reorganization with its lender and a reorganization of the stock. There's going to be a rollback. I don't have any details for you. The stock's at 16 cents. I can't honestly tell you whether you should buy it or not. But if you have a $7, $8 average and you buy a few shares here, you're going to bring your average way down real fast. There will be a reorganization. The company is not going out of business. They will be still be a public corporation. But I look at this thing and say to myself, 61 data centers full of all of these switchers and all of these systems. AI is going to play a very strong role in this company going forward. And I don't understand how they will not benefit. They really will benefit from AI because the cost of data processing and the need for data processing with artificial intelligence systems is going to be massive. I just am disappointed that the stock is where it's at and the company is at the position it's in. But then again, many factors have gone into Cyxtera sitting at 16 cents a share, the least of which is the SEC crackdown on SPACs and just making life miserable for companies that were or still are SPACs. Cyxtera is not a SPAC. They're out of that. Unfortunately, though, they got caught in that regulatory nightmare that many others got caught in, including ATIP Physical Therapy, 18 cents a share this morning, up 2/3 of a penny. Also, Spire Global, 72 cents a share, down a penny this morning. Here's a company that is going to be so busy with artificial intelligence data transmission from satellite to ground stations. Oh, Spire's business is so juicy, unbelievable. Smart Rent. Oh my God. You want to talk about AI? Talk Smart Rent. I mean, come on. The average household is going to get so much smarter because of artificial intelligence. You have seen nothing yet that we talked about here. We've talked about here how Smart Rent is going to help homes adjust their curtains depending on the light of day, and company houses will change their temperature settings, and they'll change their humidity settings, and their lightings will change. There's so much more. There's going to be so much more intelligence built into houses, and Smart Rent will be on it. We haven't even begun. Who else are we watching here? 23andMe, artificial intelligence in the creation of drugs. Yeah, I think so. And the distribution thereof and the handling thereof. Yes. Matterport, 3D imaging software company. Artificial intelligence. The ability for contractors and builders and managers of properties to more effectively design and remodel. My God, the future of Matterport, unlimited. It's up 7 cents in the pre-market. The market does not know. GameStop up 41 cents. You want to talk about artificial intelligence in gaming? Hello. Yeah, no kidding. Cutting edge. Gamers have been on top of AI from the beginning and will always be the leaders of AI. And so there's better days ahead on the gaming front. It's going to become even more sophisticated. Nonetheless, the stock is up 43 cents a share on its own at 23.68. We have earnings coming out shortly. SoFi up 41 cents this morning at 5.82. Yes, artificial intelligence coming into banking. Oh, yeah, no kidding. FinTech banking. Yes, SoFi, the leader there. They have already got millions and millions of clients who believe and love SoFi. Didn't mention this. I'll mention this morning. I'm watching a video yesterday from one of my favorite YouTubers, Kara and Nate. If any of you know Kara and Nate, you say hi to them for me because I love their channel. I'm watching Kara and Nate, and they're doing a video about a long boat in the UK. These are like 6 feet wide. They're going down these canals, 10 feet wide, whatever they are. They're having a wonderful time, and halfway through their video, here's Nate saying today's video is being sponsored by SoFi, and he's talking SoFi for a minute about artificial intelligence banking solutions to help you be a smarter investor and run your banking operations even better. They're talking about how SoFi is going to help you with your credit score management and help you become a smarter and better credit person to lift your credit scores. They're talking about helping you monitor your payments on your mortgages, your credit cards, your loans through other institutions. We're not talking just being a SoFi customer. We're talking about being a bank customer using SoFi to help you be a better banker, a better manager of your money. This is SoFi advertising through a YouTuber to 3.5 million subscribers. And you can imagine there are dozens of channels that they are doing this in. They are really promoting themselves. And this has AI written all over it. The awareness factor is what I'm excited about. The SoFi story is now going out to the masses, and this will now be the new likely marketing strategy. Smart, cutting edge to exactly who they want to be advertising to. People that will click, click, click and become a SoFi customer, just like that. It's unbelievable. 581 on the stock. We're on our way to 6 and beyond. So much for the Wedbush 250 prediction on this stock. Rocket Lab, 452 a share, up 7 cents this morning, down 14 on Friday. Rocket Lab cannot keep up with the orders. There will come a point in time where the market will realize this is the winner to get into. These guys are going to up their launch schedules. They're going to up their launch activities. They've just taken over the Virgin Orbit assets, and these guys are on their way. It's only a matter of a little more time for the street to figure out, oh, wow, this Rocket Lab is huge. They're going to be absolutely monstrous. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I know there was an article this morning. It was out last night in the Wall Street Journal, being critical of insiders of SPACs, how they sold a lot of their shares when the SPACs took off in values. No kidding, Sherlock. That's what happens on IPOs as well. What I find amazing from the Wall Street Journal is how they love to jump on the nonstop critique of SPACs and how SPACs perform. What they are not talking about is how the SEC absolutely crushed the SPAC business. No, we're not going to talk about that. But what they're going to talk about are these so-called abuses of the insiders, which are not abuses. They're allowed to buy and sell stock. They were buying and selling stock. What they aren't doing is they aren't talking about the absolute abuses that were done by IPO backers, all the big boys on Wall Street bringing out all these IPOs that you and I have watched crater just like SPACs, 80, 90% losses. But we're not talking about a $10 stock going to $1. We're talking about a $150 stock going down to 10 or to 5, and in some cases going off the map entirely. They aren't talking about those guys. No. It's the SPACs are the bad people. Those small retail investors are the enemy of the markets. The big boys in Wall Street with their corporate jets and their beautiful limos and their wonderful offices and those sky towers and those beautiful apartments looking over Central Park. They're the good guys. The bad people are the little people who dare to think that they can take 10 grand and turn it into $15,000. And those hardworking school teachers and nurses and orderlies and grunts in those cubicles daring to think they can get out of a cubicle. How dare you think like that? That is wrong. We've got to straighten this out. And these articles just keep on coming, slamming indirectly the little guy. It never stops. And I don't know why. I guess I do know why they do it, because the folks at the obviously at the financial in these publications, I should say, Financial Post and others, they're catering to the higher end reader. They're catering to the higher end investor, and they're letting them know you're the good guys and all the little people are your enemy, and we're going to help you crush them. And I guess that's the sporting game of kings. I don't know. I just, what can I say? Those of you who are here watching this old guy, congratulations, I say to you. You're learning how to take your assets and make them work for you. Something else happened this weekend. Two other things happened this weekend. The first thing I'm going to talk about was I happened to yesterday was sitting here in front of my computer, and I was just looking at just YouTube, and I hadn't been here for a couple of days, and I was just kind of looking at what YouTube is telling me to watch, because YouTube has artificial intelligence, and they're trying to figure out what this guy watches on YouTube. And wouldn't you know it, they recommended that I watch myself. And they said, yeah, you should watch this. You should watch this guy's videos. See, here's Uncle Bruce. Here's a playlist of Uncle Bruce videos you might find enjoyable. And I thought, well, this is interesting. I clicked on it just to see what are they saying about me. And they referred me to the February the 1st, 2021 show of this channel. That particular show was probably the beginning of the second week of me being on the air every day, Monday to Friday, in front of an audience. And that show happened to be an 8-hour long marathon show. And I watched the first 40 minutes of it. I was kind of watching, and I wanted to see who was watching. Are there any names coming down the message board that I recognize to this very day? Are there names that I remember that I don't see anymore? Are there names I never knew? Names I'm looking at going, I know I never, I don't know who that person is. I got it all. I got viewers who are still here, viewers who've come and gone long time ago, and some who I've never heard of, and I don't know whatever happened to them. The questions being asked of yours truly were very basic, of course, but that's only to be expected. It was February of 2021. How can the questions at that point be like they are today? There were no classes even invented yet. There was no website. There was just this old guy going on a camera trying to explain to people what was happening in this wacky market. What I can tell you was the stock of GameStop was over $300 a share. That I can tell you. I can also tell you that at that moment, that morning's trading pre-market, over 2 million GameStop traded hands at over $300 a share. So that I can tell you about. So $600 million of GameStop shares, if I got my math correct, and I'm not sure if I got this right, A million shares at 300 a share is $300 million. So it's got to be 600 million in stock changed hands on GameStop in the pre-market of that show. And the one thing I talked about was at that point was to warn you folks of the shorting that was going on, because that was the big story at the time, the short squeeze. Why were the shares at 300 in the first place? And they had gone up, they'd come down, and they were going up again. And here I was talking about how, there were all kinds of restrictions on the trading of the stock through all these brokerage firms, and on and on and on I went. But I did mention that the brokerage firms out there were making money off of your stock by offering your stock for rent as a short play to shorters. And they were charging interest rates of gargantuan proportions on a weekly, monthly basis off of your backs. And I wasn't impressed by it. I then happened to watch another show of mine. I caught another show of mine, which was in approximately August. No, pardon me. I'll take that back. It was approximately October of 2021. That's a show where I was in front of the camera in Palm Desert. I was down south in the first condo we rented over a year ago. And at that time, I had done 10 classes. I had a website. I was talking about option writing. And on that program, we were talking a lot about how instead of you letting your stock be lent out to shorters, why don't you put your stock to work as an option writer and make your GameStop pay you to hold it? And that was the turnaround. That was the big turn for this channel from June, July, August, September, October, and beyond. This channel changed completely from just following the GameStop craziness, the AMC craziness, the market insanity, and we became option writers. The other thing that we didn't know that we can now look back on, and now we do know, was that October and November of 2021 was the absolute peak of the markets. The all-time highs for the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 were all set in the fall of 2021. And by January 2022, it all started to fall apart. And we went into higher interest rates. The inflation thing showed up, and everything changed everywhere. Real estate was surging when I was on the air in October. Interest rates were beginning to climb. Mortgage rates were going to climb. And the collapse of the housing market, or a major pullback, was going on. Obviously, the world was shut down for the most part. People working from home. Many, many more were liking it than not liking it. And that evolution was on. It was a most interesting time. But 10 lessons had been done at that point. People were watching them, and more were yet to come. It was a most interesting difference between one and the other. The other thing that I found was interesting was 248,000 views were done on the February show. That February show garnered 248,000 views for the entire show. That was something. And the amount of people who were sending donations, super chats, and PayPals just to get my attention to answer a question, I can understand. With 25,000 watching at any one time, to get my attention was pretty tough. It was quite wacky. The October show generated about 16,000 views. Even after all those months, the channel was still generating those kinds of views back then. But then still, the GameStop volumes were still insane. It was a very volatile stock, and the markets were at all-time highs. But the channel was finding itself and finding an audience for the future of this channel. In other words, the option writing group that came out of it. And here we are with the diehards. We have 202 of you here this morning versus 20,000 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. Of course, 2 years plus it's been since the February 2021 show. It's now coming up to June 2023. We're still here, but we talk about making money from your assets rather than just trying to find the mother of all short squeeze plays. and how many people in the market have been wiped out, blown away, walked away, given up, thrown their hands up in the air, and just, it's not going to work for me. 90+%, of course. That's how it usually is. It's the top 1%ers, top 2%ers, top 3%ers that end up winning in the end, because they study and they pay attention to how this market really works. They want to know, what are the workings of this market? Show me how this market really works. And over time, you find out who they are. And here you are, folks. You're all here. Thank you for joining me. 15 minutes to go before we start trading. All right, I want to mention one more thing, because I wanted to tell you two things that happened over the weekend. Just give me one moment here as I make a quick adjustment. Again, thank you all, for your support of this channel. Those of you who are still here after all these years, unbelievable. You're still here. Thank you for those of you who are subscribers of this channel, lurkers, and also to the members. Thank you. We're going member-only comment right now. Thank you, members, for making a monthly contribution through YouTube to this YouTuber to keep me on the air after all this time. Thank you. It is humbling. It's always humbling. This past weekend, I saw my sister for the first time in a while in person, and her husband, and Jennifer and I, and Jennifer Jr., and her boyfriend. The four of us got together. There were six of us this weekend that got together out in near Creston. We drove past Creston, and we ended up going towards a city known as Nelson, British Columbia, very close to Nelson, BC. And we ended up right here on Saturday morning. We ended up here. Let me show you a photo of where we ended up. Just bear with me here. There we go. My daughter took this photo. She took a number of them. She took this photo from the shade of a tree and looking out at the Okanagan, the lake. The lake near Nelson, British Columbia. It'll all come back to me. Just pardon me as I'm trying to gather myself here. There we are. There's a great shot of Kootenay Lake. This is looking south, and there was a couple in a canoe out there. The picture is not as sharp as I'd like it to be, because I can't get my iPhone and my StreamYard to talk to each other, and I don't get super high resolution images to appear, but this gives you an idea how gorgeous this place is. In any event, back in 2001, my sister and I, and my mother, and Jennifer, and all of us, we got together back in 2001 at that spot on this lake. And at that time, we spread the ashes of my father into the waters of Kootenay Lake. My father wanted to be cremated. He didn't want a funeral. He didn't want any kind of a show. He just wanted his ashes scattered in Kootenay Lake, because he really enjoyed that area, and you can sure see why. My mother told us the same thing. She said, when I'm gone, I want to join Dad in the same spot. And that is what we did this weekend. Jennifer and I, my daughter, her boyfriend, and my sister, her husband, we got together and we spread my mother's ashes over this area right here to join Father, to join my dad. And it was a wonderful thing. And it was a very satisfying thing to do. And we were very happy to get the job done. It wasn't a job at all. It was a pleasure, just a beautiful, peaceful, gorgeous area. And now the two of them are together. So we're very, very happy about that. And that was the other thing that happened this weekend. And of course, my sister and my brother-in-law, who I don't see physically very often, were very curious. Well, how's it going with your YouTube career? And I was sort of filling them in on the evolution of this channel and the other channel, and just how it was going. And you do not realize how far you've come until you stop and look back at the road you've traveled. And it is at that point in time you realize, my God, have things ever evolved in 2 years, in just 2 years and 4 months? Because it was January 2021 that I began to do live presentations to you from my living room in Creston, British Columbia. It was January 2021. I started going live. It's May 2023. It's only 2.5 years later, not even that. Unbelievable changes, a full-blown website, classes now 15 underway, number 16 under construction. So much happening there, so many changes, so many sessions with people, with one-on-ones. So many classes have been purchased, and so many of you have become option writers. And it has been a unique vantage point that I've had. And my sister and brother-in-law are just blown away. They're just going, man, we couldn't imagine doing what you do. We couldn't imagine sitting in front of a computer and a camera and just talking to a camera. We couldn't. We have no idea. I don't know how you do it. How do you do that? And it is interesting. I've had so many of my close friends, very close dear friends, say to me, "You are one of a kind, man. I don't know anyone else that I know that can do what you do and how you do it." What can I say? Got the gift of gab, and I love to observe what's happening in the world out there and pass it on to others. And enough people seem to enjoy it to keep it going. And so I thank you, all of you who are viewers of this channel, whether you're a lurker, you're a subscriber, you're a member. Thank you all for being part of the family here. It's great to have you. I miss you guys when I'm not on the air. And I'm always, always, always thinking about what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? I go through the gamut on this channel. I really do. I go through the idea of I should just shut this thing down. I don't have 20,000 people watching me like I once did. I only have 209 here, 208. I'm begging for 200 measly thumbs ups every day. I should just give it up. And then the other side of me goes, no, 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 no. You are one brief moment away from a breakout of unbelievable proportions. And the breakout I keep coming to is what happened to Nvidia last week with Sofi. I keep looking and going, Sofi breaks out, goes to $20 a share in 2 weeks. Look out, man, your channel will go nuts, because you have got such a pent-up group of investors following you casually and intently on Sofi. Any one of those former SPACs does anything, your channel will just light up. And I know it. I know how YouTube works. I absolutely know it. And I am just patiently waiting out the breakout of all time on any one of these guys. And of course, you know how this works. You think you know which stock is going to go and when. But what generally happens is one goes, then another one, then another one, then another, and all hell breaks loose with 4, 5, 6 companies at the same time. And you have an absolute explosion of activity coming out of every angle, and away you go. And so I just keep on pounding away because I love doing what I do here. Love talking to you guys and giving you the heads up as best I can, try to explain to you in plain English what's going on out there. It doesn't appeal to everybody, of course. There are many of you who are upset with my political commentary and what have you. Such is the price I have to pay, because this is the world I'm in now, and so are you. And so we're all in it together, whether we like it or not. The hope I have is that many of you just look past it all and go, you know what? Here's a guy's point of view. He makes sense on so many fronts. Don't agree with everything he says, but you know what? The guy is consistent. He doesn't change his tune day after day, and he doesn't go after opinion polls and become the hot topic of the day guy, and then he forgets everything else. I try to be consistent all the time. You either love me or hate me all the time. That's, I guess, the way it's going to be. In any event, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I don't piss off any sponsors. I don't upset any companies out there. No one pays me to be here but my viewers. And so I can just talk to you and let you in on what I feel is going on, what I think I see going on, and leave it at that. And you guys are able to take it or leave it and not worry about the way I go on about it or what have you. Touch Grass, thank you for rejoining us, because that name, Touch Grass, I remember from, I believe, October of 2021. I could be wrong, but I think that name has been here a long time ago. There are folks who have come and gone on this channel, names that I remember that were once members that are no longer members. I do know this, that in February of 2021, there were no members of any kind. I hadn't yet launched a membership drive for this channel. The attack that this channel suffered from trolls kicked in March of 2021. That's when the attack took place. And we went to member-only commentary during market hours around the 16th of March, I believe it was, 2021. And that was a monumental shift in this channel. I had to decide which way to go. Let the trolls dominate us and absolutely create havoc, which is really upsetting a lot of you. Or was I going to bring in 20 different moderators to try to help out, or whether I was going to go member only and see how that worked. And it worked beautifully, because it eliminated so many hateful people who had been losing money on all kinds of crazy stock plays that I didn't endorse, and were now trying to blame someone but themselves. And they would come to this channel because it was an open channel to talk to, and just attack viewers, the host, and everything else. Well, once it became a pay-as-you-go channel with memberships, that got rid of a bunch of these losers. And thankfully, they went elsewhere, and those channels are gone. They've gone to channels that don't exist anymore. And I'm sure they're out of the market. It is what it is. The market works that way. The world works that way. I accept it. I understand it. And I knew back then, back in February, March, April, May, June, July, I knew that a fraction of the viewers of my channel were actually the diehard supporters of the channel. And so when I did bring out the membership program, it was a mere sliver of the viewers that were watching that became members. I mean, a sliver, not even 1%, not even 1% became members of the channel. And that I knew going in would happen. But I also knew this is your core group. These are your peeps that are really here to learn, to observe, to grow, and experience this market in from the angle that you're bringing it to them. And the rest are curiosity seekers, looking for a quick tip to make a quick buck, coming and going between 15 different channels and just taking a look for 15 seconds. What's he talking about today? Nah, I don't care. I'll go somewhere else. That was the way it was. And you got to buy into that, because that's YouTube. That's how YouTube is. You get these waves of interest, and then you find out who really wants to stick around. It's normal. It's life 101. And I would say it's kind of like high school. You remember when you started high school at the very beginning, especially those of you who were in big high schools. The first year, you had all those kids coming in, the freshmen. And then the second year, you had fewer show up. The third year, your junior year, you were down by 30%. And in the senior year, you were down by 40%. And only 60% of the kids even managed to get to senior year. And how many graduated? It's the same with university. The freshman year of universities, a gazillion kids show up. By the time the seniors graduate, it is but a handful. And how many go for the master's degree? 5%, 8%. It's a sliver of how many actually get the master's degrees or secondary degrees and honor roll and all that stuff. You separate the boys from the men, the gals from the girls very quickly. And over 3, 4, 5 years, you find out who makes it, who doesn't. Well, here we are, 2 years, 5 months in, and we're figuring out who's here and who's not. It's pretty simple. And it's pretty obvious how this works. Not that I'm a professor of any kind. I'm just a guy in front of a computer that happens to have a camera asking people to like him. What can I say? Thank you all so much. And Larry Titus, as always, if I don't say it enough, thank you, my friend, for hitting the bells every single day that I'm on the air. Larry Titus tries to be here for us and hits those starting bells. We are up and running. We are open for trading. The markets have started yet again. We're going to find out what this market is made of and just see what is going on. I don't know. We'll find out today what this market has in store for all of us. Thank you, all of you, for being here and hanging around with us. You guys are fantastic. Touchgrass, Uncle Bruce is the real deal, folks. Thanks for joining the channel again, Touchgrass, and thank you for that kind word. I appreciate it. DQ says, thank you, Larry Titus, Zeta State. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all who have already taken the time and have gone through the gyrations of hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you, all of you who do this for us. 126 thumbs ups. I desperately beg for 200 every show. Thank you again for coming through every day and just automatically hitting the thumbs up button. You don't even wait for me to beg you. You just do it. I thank you so very, very much. Absolutely wonderful of you to hit the thumbs up button and get us towards that 200 level. I know those of you on the rerun who are watching the show, so many of you hit the thumbs up button as well every time. I love you guys. Thank you very, very much. All right, there it is. We're up and running. We're open. We're trading. Let's find out and see what's going on. I've got the Dow down 2 points at this point. It's been kind of quiet this morning, at least on the Dow. We're showing the S&P up 19.7, the NASDAQ up 130. It's been up all morning. The NASDAQ's been up as much as 1.5%. It's up 1% right now to start the day. Look at oil down $2.14 a barrel to 70.53. Oil is getting whacked. And this is a complete confirmation of the fact that the Chinese market is not firing up on all cylinders. It's the fact that the U.S. market, the U.S. economy is in a slowdown mode. Europe is absolutely slowing down. There's no question about that. Germany's in recession as we speak. So Germany, despite all the money they're spending to get themselves off of Russian oil and natural gas and everything else, they're in recession, no doubt about it. We are noticing oil is getting crushed. The demand for oil is just not there, as the oil shills would like you to believe. The paid promoters of oil are losing the war to convince innocent people out there that there's really a massive, crazy demand for this stuff. It is just not true. There is no shortage of oil supplies. Do not fall for this constant narration you keep getting from these so-called experts that, oh, there's all kinds of supply issues, all kinds of pinch points, all kinds of this. Okay, it's all crap. There is oil waiting to be extracted all over North America, let alone the Middle East and the other countries in the world. If Venezuela could, it would hit the market with 5 million barrels a day. If Iran were allowed, they would throw 2 million barrels a day into the market. There are countries that are mismanaged with millions of barrels a day of potential production. I mean, tons of it, more than we'll ever need. So do not fall for this scam that, oh, yeah, we're going to get a big run here. It's not going to happen. It's no. I have to admit, there were people looking at the Tesla this weekend. We drove to Creston, went past Creston. By the way, Creston has a McDonald's now. I don't know if you know this. There's a Timmy Hortons across the street, a McDonald's. What happened to Creston in a year and a half that we weren't there? And there's a set of Tesla superchargers, 6 Tesla superchargers in Creston. Oh my God. In any event, we were on the ferry going across the Kootenay Lake, the longest free ferry ride in the world. And we were the only Tesla on board that thing. And we're surrounded by pickup trucks and 4x4s and Jeeps, all kinds of gas guzzling monsters. And here we are with this little electric car. And when we got to the passing lane on these mountain highways, oh, did we pass cars? Oh, and trucks and RVs and Jeeps and 4x4s and you name it. Oh, Lordy Lord, this car just like a dart. What a pleasure to drive this vehicle. Looks of envy from people going, wow, there's an electric car over there. Look at that thing. Because I'm in the interior of British Columbia here. I'm off the beaten path. We are not in urban anywhere. We're out there, and they're already building. The Tesla people are building superchargers in Creston, a city of 5,000 people has 6 superchargers because there's highways that converge there. Smart, really smart. I see the future. I've seen the future in my face. I was behind the wheel of the future. I now know in 5 years there will be thousands of Teslas out there, thousands of them, all over the place, charging from their homes, charging from superchargers. Gasoline, you want to be a gasoline operator? You're a loser. You want to open up a gas station? You're a loser. You are going to get crushed. Your business is going to evaporate in front of your eyes like buggy whips evaporated when we went from horses to horseless carriages. We're now going to horseless carriages run on electricity. This is the future. All brands are doing it. There were a lot of hybrids out there. I have to say, there were hybrids. Hybrid Toyotas, hybrid Hyundais, hybrid Volkswagen cars. Yeah. But all electric is the next wave. And it's happened in LA. I've seen it already in Palm Desert, Palm Springs, California. 1 in 10 vehicles are Teslas. Every 10th vehicle. No question. Go to a huge Costco parking lot, 500 cars in the parking lot, 50 Teslas. Easily, you'll find them. Just count them. There's another one, there's another one, there's another. Every 10th car is a Tesla. That's going to happen here, and it's going to get more than that. It's going to be beyond. There's no stopping at 10%. All the arguments about range anxiety and this, throw it out the window. Dependability, there. It is there. I don't see Teslas abandoned on the side of the road. Almost never. Anyway, just saying. So much fun. Kiwi number 130. Welcome. Thank you all. Matthew number 13233. Good morning. What a crazy market we're in. People are riding and jumping on the wave. Hey, I love my Aston Martin. I'm glad you do. I'm sure you're going to love your next Aston Martin, your electric Aston Martin with 1,500 horsepower all-wheel drive. You're going to love it. It's okay. It's okay, Kiwi. It's nothing personal. It's okay. The future, Marty, the future. Wait till minivans come out with all-wheel drive electric motors. 4 electric motors, 1 for each wheel for minivans. Watch out. Watch for practical electric vehicles like delivery vans, school buses, RVs, all-electric RVs. They're already starting. They're coming out. When you see Class A, $1 million full-blown electric RV, there is a huge upside. The transport truck business, delivery business, all going electric. Get ready. It's coming. It's coming. I'm sorry, but it is coming. All right. Oh, my. Look at that SMH. Oh, my goodness. It's approaching its all-time high. We got markets moving here. Look at these markets. Nvidia up 18 points. $18 a share to 408. Cyxtera is up 1/10 of a penny. Rocket Lab is up 12.5 cents. AI is up $5.16 to 38.10. Unity up 99 cents. Make it $1.04 now at 28.69. GameStop up 67 cents. 23.92 on GameStop. High of the morning, 23.98. Get ready. We're going higher on GameStop. What else? SoFi, 586 a share. Thank you very much, SoFi, for hitting 586. Welcome to the party, pal. We are heading for 6 and beyond. High today, 596 on 9.9 million already in 9 minutes, a million a minute going through on SoFi. It's real. It's spectacular. It's happening. Smart Rent 344 up 18 cents. Yeah, Smart Rent. Smart Rent AI, Smart Rent. Hello, hello. Anybody home? Hello. Smart Rent 344 going to the moon. 68,000 traded. Nobody knows. Nobody. You guys are the only ones. The secret of the market. Smart Rent. Hello, artificial intelligence. Tesla 204 up 1090. Apple up 311 to 178.54. Google down 51 cents. Moderna down $1.37. Cisco up 13 at $50. Pfizer down 49 cents. A bargain at 37.11. IBM up 43 cents. ATIP up a penny. HPQ up 26 cents this morning. Microsoft up 240 to 335. 23andMe at 204.5, down 3.5 cents. Matterport up 10 cents to 286. Spire up 1.9 cents to 75. Bargain. Amazon 122.59 up 248. Home Depot up $1.08, 291.74. Vanik Semiconductors SMH 151.10 up 374. It's a 52-week high set this morning at 151.29. We're at 52-week highs. All-time highs are about to be hit not too far from now on SMH. Look at that, the chip conductor ETF. Netflix up 1883, surprising. Adobe up 1460 to 429.99. Adobe is flying. Goldman down 380. Boeing up 46 cents. Meta up 649. AMC up 3.5 cents. Ape down 0.8 of a cent. Royal Caribbean up $1 to $80.09. Put time there. Carvana up 169. Robinhood up 31 cents. BlackBerry up 8. We've got Target down 173, JP down 32, Costco up $5, Walmart down 56 cents, Disney up 16, and American Airlines up 31 cents. Even DraftKings is up 76 cents. Predominantly green today. What a run. Down 62 on the Dow, but 21 up on S&P and 162 gain on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 1.25%. Auntie Jen is in the house. She's in the room. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm busy today.
It
Talking
is a
about
beautiful day out today.
our weekend and
Yes,
saying
it's
goodbye to my
lovely.
mom and taking care of that. And what a great drive we had.
Oh.
And what a wonderful.
Everything was perfect.
Everything was beautiful out there. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And we're back here and we're resting up again. And
Yeah.
yep, we're alive
With
and
the
well.
fam and, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all so many. It's great to hear you. A Lobo Blast is saying, I'll be honest, Uncle Bruce. Sometimes I have you playing on the background while I'm working from home.
Sure.
And sometimes I forget to press the like button. I'll be honest. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Well, because they're busy.
There you go.
They're busy, man.
Yeah, ma'am. There you are. What can I see? What can I say?
So everything's green?
Well, not everything, but generally speaking, yes. Elon Musk is in China for the first time in 3 years. Tesla stock's up 4% now to $202 a share, up 960 again. It was around 165, 170 a few weeks ago. We have green on Nvidia, up $23 more to 412. It's now more than $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
Rocket Lab. 460 now, up 15 cents a share. AI up 630 today.
Ooh,
yes,
very nice.
$39. It was $28
Very
a
nice.
week ago.
Yeah.
I've been begging my viewers, roll over your contracts. Unity up 149. Roll those. Get going. GameStop
Nice.
up 47 cents to 23.72. SoFi was 596 this morning, 596. Right now, 570, little pullback, but still up
Watching at 6.
30 cents. It's going through 6, no question about it.
Nice.
It's going to go higher. Smart rent.
Yeah.
AI,
Yeah.
smart rent, homes, hotel rooms, condos, offices, industrial complexes, smart rent. This isn't just for little tiny houses. This is artificial intelligence for your property. Good Lord, the upside of this thing. Smart rent up 17 cents to 343. It's up 5% today.
Very nice.
No one knows about it. It's up 5%. Nobody knows about it. Unbelievable. Yep, smart rent, 94,000 traded. What can I say? I talked about the fact that you and I live in Clown Town. The clown show is alive and well here in Alberta.
Oh, but she said all the right things after winning.
Oh, she said all the right
all
things.
Albertans.
Oh, yeah, a party for all Albertans, although 44% of them didn't vote for me. And no one from the big cities voted for me, just the farmers and the wackos out in the country who, of course, are looking at me going, how can you call us that? You're wackos voting for her. You're nuts. What can I say? Oh, we're having fun.
They've only had her with
Clown Town.
With a good oil price.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Clownville. Goofy times.
Anybody coming out with numbers this week?
I think GameStop. This is the week, I think, for GameStop. Isn't it? You folks know. I think it is. I think this is the week for GameStop. I think the annual meeting, isn't this it? I'm looking. I don't see anything yet, but I think so. I could be wrong. Many times I am, but I think this is GameStop week. I would be curious to see how this plays out. Yeah, we've got we have a lot to go through here. Cindy, I'm number 142. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Mandu, number 5. BW 6 for GameStop. 6. June 6th is the whole dealio. So June 6th is Tuesday, a week from today. So there you go. A manager is shorting Nvidia. Not a good idea. That is not a good idea. But hey.
He thinks it's going to take a little down.
We have a gambler here. We know we have a gambler here. Spicy Android. Hi, Bruce. I bought back my 21 GameStops for $5.10. I'm down $2 on the trade now. I'm rolling up. If I can get $7, I'll have to go out to July 2024. Is that okay? Yes, it is. Yes, it is okay. 23 contracts. You're very good making that move. Absolutely. Home Skillet says Home Depot had 2 electric lawnmowers for sale. One for $1,000 and one for $650, both push mowers. A good buddy of mine just bought his electric, where you plug the battery in, charge it up, and then you snap it into the mower. No cable.
You don't get to run over the cord.
Don't get to run over the cord. I think he bought his at Costco, and he too paid money for it, but he loves it. He loves it.
I think our cord had to have at least 4, possibly 5 electrical tape recoveries on it before Dad would break down and buy another.
Yeah. When I was a teenager, I had to mow the lawn. My dad had an electric, and I was glad he did. I hated the gas mowers. I hated them.
Oh no, for us it was a huge move up because Dad had the push, the one that
self-driving. The manual, the old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You'd have to sharpen the blades and get out and do it.
Oh my God. Lordy. When you got a tiny lawn, you love it.
So to go to electric, what?
No, I had to mow the front and the backyard when I was a kid. The electric, although the electric would be taxed, if I was late behind in getting the lawn done, the electric mower would go.
That's why the manual is so good, because you can adjust the height.
Yeah, but boy, if you have 6-inch grass, you are
a
dead man.
Inches. I'm sorry, bees. You don't let it get to 6 inches.
If you went on a camping trip for 2 weeks and came back home, you had to have a guy do it for you.
No mow May in the rest of the world.
What?
No mow May.
What are you talking about? What is that?
they try to encourage you not to mow your lawn in May. Don't mow your lawn until June because it allows the bees and the butterflies and the moths and
Oh, screw them.
to have a place, you know. So
Screw
what you
the
have
bees.
is long grass and dandelions.
No kidding. No kidding. Ay,
No
ay, ay,
moment.
ay, 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 ay. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a thing here. And you get a sign so people don't just know that you're lazy, whatever. And it's a sign that says, I'm helping the bees or something like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Is the manual push more the one that looks like a little combine?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Yes. Yeah, with the idiot behind it working his ass off. That's right.
Oh no.
Mandu number 5, AI over 40. Yes,
Oh.
over $40 a share on AI.
Can you come closer to me?
4032. What?
You got something
What?
on that shoulder right there. You see that little
Okay.
white fuzz?
Just tell me. I'll
Right there.
Get it.
No, missed it. No. Oh, there it goes.
The dandruff. I don't know what it is.
No, it's a fuzzy.
It's a fuzzy. It's a fuzzy.
Just wanted to be close.
Cindy B says, no mo May is big in my neighborhood.
See?
There you go.
Lots of no-mos.
Kiwi, sharpening the blade makes a huge improvement. You do not realize how blunt it is until you sharpen it.
Oh, we had to sharpen it every time.
Almost every time.
That was part of this.
The part of the ritual.
The process, the ritual.
No thanks. What we did with our electric motor is my dad would take it to a mower guy, and then he would take the blade off, and then he would sharpen it up and put it back on, and bring the mower home to his kid, me. Okay, kid, go and mow, and it would be much improved, definitely. But those were, it was an old Sunbeam electric mower with the cord, and I was an expert at flicking that cord over. Every time I turned around, I'd flick it, and it would go, and it would be out of the way, and I'd go back and forth. Those are the days, but now it's all cordless. Yeah, with lithium batteries.
To write down which way we went. If you went north, south, east, west.
Write it
diagonal
down?
Yeah, because the next time you had to go a different direction.
Give me a break.
Yeah, so you had the 4 different ways of doing it.
Oh my gosh. Listen to this. Home Skillet says the AI call premiums for July are just now near 25% of the stock price.
See?
That's called option writing heaven. Option writers heaven.
Premium.
That is called a premium. Yeah, AI 4040. Definitely worth writing options on this stuff. No question about it. Wow.
I'm going to take my goodies and go.
Thank you, Auntie Jen, for popping in to see us.
I opened your door. We'll get a little draft going.
Are we ever getting?
Beautiful.
It's a gorgeous day today, clear and sunny.
They're threatening thunder showers this afternoon, but I'll take the cool right now.
We'll take it. We're running with it. We're loving it.
Bye, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend.
Go Rugman.
Go Rugman.
If there's such a thing. There you have it. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. We're down 55 on the Dow, but only 55 on the Dow. We're up 15 on S&P. We're up 108 on NASDAQ. Could be a good day today. We'll see. The oil price is about to break $70.11 in Texas, down $2.56 a barrel. Pressure on oil right now, down $2.56, nearing the $70 level on oil. There you go. The strategic reserve was tapped for Americans to bring gasoline prices down from the $6 a gallon to $5 a gallon to $4 a gallon to the $3 level. And now we're at 70-ish a barrel. And under that, the U.S. will buy up oil to replenish its reserves. Smart move. Smart move. Beach Boy 10 AI 40 June seconds for $665. I just sold them. Just wrote 10 AI contracts for $665. The stock is $39.26. Wow, what a premium. Holy moly. Manager Uncle Bruce, low on Nvidia was 102 range. So my thinking is if there's a pullback, I'll quickly get with some profits. I hear you, man. 413.86, up $24 today. You're short at 409. What can I say, man? You're playing with fire. Beach Boy, covered calls. I'm writing covered calls. Right on, buddy. bringing in the $6,600, easy money. Take that kind of cash, you betcha, with a $40 strike price. Nice move, really nice move. Very interesting. AI at 39.19 is still up 6.18 at the moment. On 21 million shares already this morning on AI in 24 minutes. Wow, that is trading. Unity up 135, trading just only 2 million shares so far at the moment. Let me take a little peek over here if I can. I don't know if I can make this work. Yeah, here we go. The shares of UiPath Incorporated, the symbol is Path, $17 a share, up $1.38 on 3.1 million. So it too is running higher as well. This software, AI intelligence software stocks having a run here. Most interesting morning, to say the least. Most interesting. SoFi right now, 567 with a high today of 596. 13.7 million traded so far. We're up 26 cents for the morning so far. We're going to see just how this reacts. It wouldn't surprise me if it breaks 6 even today. But we'd had a big run up to start the morning. We're now consolidating a little bit, but we could well take a shot higher from here. The Dow is only down 31 points. This market is now down only 15 on the Dow Jones. We are about to go green on the Dow Jones. We're lower than the highs on NASDAQ, but the Dow is now coming along to go green with the NASDAQ. So we'll follow that. Amazing stuff. Has SoFi already done half its daily trading volume? Yeah, there's volume here. AI July 35s are paying $11. Wow, that's amazing. $11 cost to buy a $35 contract for July on AI. We're into June in 2 days. Holy moly macaroni. 38.04 on AI. Did top 40 for a moment today. 41.30 for a moment. 38.04. There's volatility here like crazy on AI. Option writers, good times. That's why I've been saying do rollovers this morning. Catch these higher premiums and just let the stock back off to 35 or 36. You've already got a profit here. Easy money, but you got to be on it. Amazing. We're up to 413 on Nvidia, up 24.31. We got Rocket Lab up 9 cents. AI is up $5. We have Unity up 131. There's GameStop up just 16 cents at the moment. SoFi up 21 cents. We've got let's see, Smart Rent is up 22 cents now to 3.48. It is catching a bid here today. The Smart Rent volume, however, 189,000. There's nothing for sale. Nada. And it's going higher. 352 already for the high on Smart Rent. This is approaching last week's levels of 355 range. In the last month, the highs have been 368, so 20 more cents, and we've got new highs for the month, which would be the highs for 3 months, which would be the highest highs in 6 months. And in the last year, we would need to see 560 to about, let's see if I can get this to show, $5.95, $6 would be 1 year highs on Smart Rent. So it's got a ways to go yet. This is bargain territory. $3.49 on Smart Rent, up 23 cents. It's still super cheap. This gets to $5. You start writing cash secured puts on Smart Rent. That's what I'm looking for on that one. Very interesting. Credit Savage, good morning, fellow simpletons and degenerates. Hope y'all sold some SoFi covered calls. Looks like even in days and when it's supposed to make money, it doesn't. But AI, oh baby, you're welcome, my friends. I told you. Manager Uncle Bruce, is this debt ceiling show over or still a chance of default? Because if there's no agreement, then the market will tank big time. What do you think? To me, this is a nothing burger now. It's always been a nothing burger. It's been a stunt show, a clown show. I don't know. Skillet says, indeed, Savage, good call on the AI. I just am not. I just don't give any credence to it. I know that the clown show is underway right now at the committee hearings and in the Congress. I know the clown show is underway. It really won't make a difference. It's going to go through sooner or later. We're going to move on and we're going to go elsewhere. Look at Smart Rent, 351, 351 and a half, going higher, 25 and a half. Tesla, 199.82, up 665. Apple up 219. Google down $2. Moderna down 46 cents. Cisco's up 2 cents. Pfizer down 48. IBM up 24. ATIP is up 1.2 cents. HBQ up 7. Microsoft down to 120, finally getting some profit taking on Microsoft. ME down 4.5, Matterport up 11.5, Spire up a penny, Amazon up 74 cents. Home Depot down 260, Vanik up 238 to 149.74, Netflix up $10, Adobe up 484, but they've all backed off from their high openings of the morning. So that's consistent with most of these stocks right now. Nvidia 409.50, up $20. What a run on Nvidia today. Rocket Lab up 9.5, AI 37.10, up 416, Unity up 135, and we're not done yet on these stocks. These will continue to keep on going. Nvidia coming my way, says manager. It's coming my way. Right on, manager. You're playing with it. Tons of fun here going on right now. Fun. Manager, looks like I will get some money for my coffee and bagel after all. There you go. Well, right on, manager. Well done. We'll see how these go. It is quite the show. We're down 16 on the Dow, trying to break into the green over there. Rocket Lab up 8.5, AI up $4, Unity up 125, GameStop up 20 cents, SoFi up 33, Smart Rent up 25.5 to 351.5, Tesla up 560, Apple up 213. A lot of green there. A lot of green. JR, there's another clown show coming with the bargain people trying to sell to the greater body of congressmen and senators. There you go. Well, what can I say? Down 16 on the Dow right now as we're watching a lot of activity. Oil at $70.09 a barrel. 70.09 right now, down 258 in Texas. So a lot of selling going on oil. That party seems to be over for now. Oh boy. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We have 158 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with the thumbs up the party so far. I'm going to try to encourage the markets to go your way. We might as well go with a knee attack here and bring out those knee emojis and see if we get the shares to go your direction, the way you want them, where you want them right now. Congratulations, all of you out there who are doing rollovers of a number of these stocks first thing this morning. There's Larry Titus with the knee emojis. Neat. He's there. Here come the knee emojis from the gang from around the world. Thank you, all of you, for joining in. There's DH Ruda with the knee emoji attack right there. Can't escape it. TJ, knee. Yeah, here they come, one after the other. The knee emoji attack is taking over the chat of this channel. There we are. Neat. No stopping it. No way to stop this. JR is in on it. And here's a double dose from JR. Manager's in there. Neat. Here we go. Watching the stocks. Look at that Nvidia down to 406. Manager's getting richer. Spicy Android. Neat. Here we go. Rocket Lab 450, AI 3653, Unity 2898, GameStop 2334. Credit average. Hey, folks, do you guys know if that silly lady Dianne Feinstein retired yet, or she's still trying to hang on to power no matter what, because that insider trading for her and her husband is just too juicy? John Anderson, neat. Karen D, neat, the big E, neat. Thank you, everybody, for being here with the knee emoji attack. They're coming through. The Dow back down 80 points. A little sell program coming in. 407 on Nvidia. AI still at 36.80, up 390. Unity up 129, won't give it up. GameStop up 11. SoFi up 24. Smart Rent at 351 will not give up the gains. Tesla up 498, Apple up 223. Neat, I say to all of you and you to everyone else watching the knee attack take over. Way to go, everybody. Fun times at the OK Corral. 158 thumbs ups into the show. We only need 42 more to hit 200. Thank you all for these thumbs ups. Thank you for not being a slacker this morning. Don't let Strickland catch you not giving a thumbs up. You don't want that. We don't need those pink slips from Mr. Strickland. He never had hair. You know that? He never had hair. What can I say? Thank you all. An interesting morning yet again on this market. We'll see if there's another buy wave coming through on the Dow. We had a sell wave come through. Now we'll see if a buy wave comes in and takes it green, because that seems to be the pattern. Couple of steps down, then a couple steps up, couple steps down, couple steps up. We'll see how it plays out. Marcus, number 159. Bruce, you're going for 200 thumbs ups today. You're going to get it. Thank you very much, my friends. Very much appreciated. We are hoping for the best. 409 on Nvidia. Watching that one wave along. A lot of volatility in these stocks. Just all over the place. So much fun right now. Alrighty, kids. Wacky day. 210,000 smart rent traded. 351, the high of the day. 352. We're right there. We're right at the high of the day on smart rent. Right now, will it break through this and go higher? It could very well do so. Credit Savage, beautiful day for covered calls. I sold some 75 SoFi Jan 24 750s. I got me 65 cents. Trying to buy them back for 40 in a month or less. God, I love this market. Please take me out. BW, Uncle Bruce, this market euphoria is over. AI is helping my account balances today, but this just doesn't seem like reality. It's like a head fake. So inflation, recession, everything super expensive gets ignored. Manager locked in my 307 for coffee, bagel, and a sandwich. I'm okay with a small profit. I just want to make a point that U-turns soft. You can short the high flyers no matter how high it goes. And manager is correct. I mean, he can watch it now if it wants to pop again to 415, 420, and he nails it. He might catch a $5, $10 dip easily. We're up $20 on Nvidia, and he made a couple of dollars on it. What can I say? But he's got the capital to do so, and there you have it. There's the difference right there. What do we got? We're up $20 on Nvidia to 410. 7 cents move on Rocket Lab. Now 8 cents on Rocket Lab, 453. We are up. AI up 416 again, 37.10 on AI after bottoming out at 35.20. We're coming on again. Volume now approaching 30 million. Unity 29.03 up 138. GameStop up 27 cents, 23.52. SoFi 566 up 25 cents today. Smart Rent now 355 up 29. New high of the day now on Smart Rent, 355 on 226,000. There's nothing for sale. Smart Rent is moving. Tesla 199.12 up $6. Apple up 260. We're moving higher. Congrats, everybody. Congrats out there. Well played, everyone. Well done. 164 thumbs ups. Thank you for those. 36 away from 200. You guys are awesome. I thank you very, very much. We are on our way to 200 thumbs ups today. Giddy on up. The low of the day on your SoFi was 559. We're now 567 on a bounce back. On SoFi, 18.3 million. Average volume, 35 million a day. We're half that now in 38 minutes on SoFi. I think we're going higher today on SoFi. I don't think this is going to be down here much longer. I think we're going to go through 6. We could do it today. This kind of volume, we could do it. We'll see. Down 111 on the Dow, up 8.5 on S&P, up 82 on NASDAQ, and oil $70.06 a barrel in Texas. 70.06. There it is. That's what we got. All right. See what gives here. Fun times at the OK Corral, kids. Way to go, option writers. What a change this channel has gone through in 2 years and 4 months. 2 years, 4 months ago versus today, this channel is completely different. The viewership have really shifted into option writing mode and are making some serious coin here. But to be an option writer, you are a unique investor. No question about it. You know it. Those of you who have desperately tried to tell best friends, your favorite relatives, your buddies at work, you've all tried it. You've all tried to convince others to become option writers. And very few of you have had any success. Option writers are a unique breed of investor that look at the market in a different kind of way. And they realize as the epiphany hits them, they go, oh my God, oh, I see what's going on here. Why would I not be doing this? This is, it's a big deal around here. We're down 84 on the Dow, by the way. We're coming back on. Once you become an option writer, you don't go back. You realize you have found your hood. You found your peeps. You have found your market. You have found your salvation to this investment conundrum. So many people out there getting crushed with terrible performance, substandard returns, high fees. Yuck. Unfortunately, a majority of investors out there fund the lifestyles of those in private jets, big fancy houses, more than one, because they do not take their markets over for themselves. They allow the markets to just allow the professionals to just run them over. And those of you here have taken over. Way to go. You're doing it right. Okay. What else is going on? Hey, Uncle Bruce, remember when we had volume of 150 million on SoFi and we lost like 50 cents that day? Credit Savage, that was a crazy day. JR, Uncle Bruce, my bro works for KLA, a chip inspection company that makes tools for chip manufacturers. He's been buying stock for years, bought at 60 a share. There were two 2-for-1 splits since he started buying. Way to go, JR. The price is currently $4.57 a share. I'm trying to talk him into using his shares for option income. Hopefully his eyes don't glaze over. The Credit Savage, I am going to Waikiki in a few weeks, so I need these gamblers to finance my trip. That would be so cool. Yes, indeed, my friend. Indeed, that would be. Down 83 on the Dow. We're coming back on right now. Nvidia back to 409. Rocket Lab up 10 cents again, 455.5. We're going up. AI is up 493. It's climbing 437.86. Unity at 28.89, up 124. GameStop up 37 cents, 23.62. SoFi 568, up 27. Smart Rent 354, 355, up 28.5. We have got Tesla up 620 to 199.40. Apple up 209. Way to go, everybody. Deuce, KLA has been an all-star for the past few years, says Deuce Caboose. KLA, it's been a winner. Way to go, everybody. Those of you out there, some of you are holding winners, and I love it. Google up 169, down 169. Moderna down 77. Cisco down 3. Pfizer down 57 cents at 37.02. Bargoon right there. IBM down 39 cents. ATIP up 1 penny at 18.4. HPQ down 13 cents. Microsoft down $1.10. ME down 5. Matterport up 11.5. at 287.5. Spire down 1/10 of a penny. Amazon up $2. Home Depot down 320. Vanex Semiconductors up 185. Netflix up 11.89. Adobe, it's at 419, up 398. It hit 432.99 today. 432.99. The high of the year, 451. And so it is trying to climb to the high of the year from about last, would that be August or something like that, roughly? It's been higher. It was 688, November 19, 2021. 680, 690 range, all-time high back in November 2021. It's at 420. It's up 480 this morning, but it has been higher than that. Interesting run on Adobe. Low of the year, past 52 weeks, 274. It's up $150 from the lows, roughly. What a run on Adobe. Goldman Sachs down 196. Boeing up 81. Meta is now up 438 a share to 266. Royal Caribbean up 180 to 80 right there. Target down 239. JP Morgan up 41. Costco down 391. Walmart up 35 cents. Disney down 45. American Airlines up 27 cents. DraftKings up 12 cents a share. And JR says, my bro, he gets a 15% discount to buy stock 2 times a year. That's a company you never quit. That's a company that takes care of you. You go with it. Way to go. Hector, on Unity stock, options are either U1 or U. Which do we use? I don't know on this one. I don't know about that. BW, these markets are making me crazy. It goes up when we don't think it should. It goes down when we know it shouldn't. But it's behaving like a drunk handsy aunt at a family wedding. It's just like that. So, what can I say? I'm following it the best I can. Look at the Dow. We're down only 40. We're only down 40 points on the Dow. Another buy wave is coming into this market. Another buy wave. Amazing. Rocket Lab 457 up 12. AI 3690 up 396. Unity symbol U. That's all I can tell you about Unity. 2881 up 116. GameStop up 41 to 2366. SoFi up 33 to 574. SoFi, we bottomed out at 559. Smart Rent 355 up 29 cents. SmartWave is at the high of the day, up 29 cents on 317,000 volume, not 3.5 million. 317,000. The stock's market cap is 707 million, not even $1 billion market cap. Smart Rent on the move. Nicely. It's real. It's coming on. Looking good. All right. Tesla up 691, back to 200. Apple up 209 to 177.50. Oh, my. Kareem says to Hector, use the letter U for options. BW, Hector, as in like the price is listed twice. The other one is typically a non-standard, which means if exercise, you don't get all 100. Kareem, U1 is from a merger they had a while back. There's the answer. I knew somebody here knew the answer. The Unity is letter U only. That's the one you play. All right. 37 roughly on AI. Rocket Lab up about 12 cents. Nvidia at 409, the Dow down 28 points. SoFi 576, going up again on SoFi. Volume 21.5 million, going higher. Okay, SoFi moving. And the Smart Rent 356, up 30 cents. No resistance. There's nothing stopping this stock. It's just going. It's going. 356 on your Smart Rent, kids, up 30 cents today. Nice to see that. Tesla up 750, 266 through 200 a share. Gracias, Bagler, says Hector. There you go. That's another reason why you're a member of this channel. You can ask questions of the viewers while you're here with me. If I don't have the answer, someone else does. You can join in on the party right here, everybody. Become a member of this channel immediately at the basic level or the Gold Bagel level and join in on the fun. Learn how to make money writing options. Take my classes on my website. My God, folks, become an option writer right here. Head over to this website and add cash to your bottom line. Get paid to hold stock. Get paid to write options on options. My God, get paid handsomely to do this. Why not? What are you waiting for? No one's going to give it to you. You got to take it. The option gamblers want to give you money. They want to give you money to gamble on your stock. Let them gamble. Let them gamble. Take the money, Arthur. The money. Lovely stuff. So much fun. Let's see what happens here. Oh, boy. 576 on SoFi. Go, SoFi, go. Let's run this thing. The high of the day, 596. The low, 559. Over 20 million volume. Let's go. Yes, indeed. AI up 485. What a beautiful day there. Unity up 127. GameStop now up 52. 23.77. We're going for $24 on GameStop. 23.98 was the high today. 23.31 was the low. 23.31. Well, you are 45 cents away from that. We are climbing up here on 730,000 GameStop. It's not taking much to move GameStop right now. Next week, a week today, annual meeting and release of financials. Look out. Here we go. SoFi up 34. Smart Rent at 354.5, up 28.5. Big day on Smart Rent today. Tesla 201.60. 201.60 on Tesla, up 8.45. BW Bruce, how involved is retail really in the markets? When we heard a buy program for a sell program is engaged, that sounds manufactured and just computer trading. Where's retail and all of that? Well, don't forget, retail investors are the ones in these ETFs. Retail investors are in mutual funds. Retail investors make up pension funds. They're run by institutions on behalf of retail size investors. It's big. And then there are retail investors on their own. There's a lot of dough out there on the sidelines. JR Uncle Bruce, I rolled some calls on Tesla. I brought in more income when the price spiked. I can currently roll again after buying back the previous roll. I will get 19 a share for my 600 shares on this roll, plus selling my shares for 182.50. The options expire in the money. So all told, I get 12,000 for the stock sale and option premium. You think I did okay? I would say so. That'll help pay for a trip to Waikiki in no time. Well done on that trade. Well done on all of it. Interesting markets. Oh my gosh, there is no dull moment here. We're down 34 on the Dow. We're up 15 on S&P. We're up 92 on NASDAQ. We're climbing again. Oil at 70.19 a barrel. Oil barely hanging on to 70 cents. Interesting stuff. GameStop up 53. SoFi up 35 to 576. Smart Rent up again. 356 up 30. That's the high of the day. We're back to the highs just like that. 362,000 Smart Rent. Here we go on Smart Rent. We're going higher. Tesla at 202, up 8.99, and Apple up 2.39 right now. Manager wants to know, Bruce, what is the prediction? What's your prediction on Nvidia after they announce a debt offering to cash in money for their operations in 2 or 3 weeks? I want to write cash secured puts in 300. Will I get to do it? Nvidia, boy, I don't know. I don't know about $300 puts, but 375s, 380s. I don't know. I'm not betting against it. I'm a fan. I think Nvidia, is on the right track, and I think will be continued to be written up and recommended by analysts. Target prices are upwards of 500 a share on a bunch of them already. So you want to do $300 cash secured puts, knock yourself out. But you want to get your hands on premium on cash secured puts. That's what you really want. So I don't know. Can you write 350s, 375s, 380s? Can you get a real big premium on writing cash secured puts on NVIDIA? Then you do it. I don't want to do a book value deal only. But hey, I don't know. Is there enough in it for 300? I don't know. I don't have the chain up. You have the chains. Rocket Lab 457 up 12.5. We're going higher. AI 37.87. Unity is up 117. GameStop 23.81 up 56 cents. Giddy up. We got a market on the move. Looks like it's positive for the most part. But there will be profit taking. There will be gyrations here. No question. It's not straight up. It's not straight down. Always gyrations. Nvidia 410.47 up $21. Ooh, doggy. Congratulations, all of you out there making money in this market today. They're handing it over to you. Very interesting trades going on here. All right. Ooh, what a morning. What a morning we have today. And we've got some subscribers coming in today. Thank you, subscribers. We have new members joining. We have members rolling over their memberships. Thank you, members, for doing your rollovers and sticking with us yet again. Thank you to Touchgrass for joining us today. Those of you who are becoming members, thank you very much, and welcome to the party, pals. We got a lot going on, a lot to watch, a lot to follow. Man, oh man, are we seeing money coming into this market today. As we were Friday and Thursday, there's no doubt about it. There's fresh cash coming into this market, a lot of it. GameStop, $23.95, kids. $23.95 on your GameStop. We're pushing the high of the day now. Again, here we go. We're getting ready. We might see 24 on your GameStop at any time. 4 cents short of the high of the day on your GameStop. A most interesting session today. SoFi now $5.76, 20 cents away from the high of the day over there. Manager, I do not feel comfortable going long on Nvidia at this level because there will be a pullback. Day trading with shorting is the way to make a few bucks on this hype stock. Well, I don't know, my friend. I think there's a distinct possibility that at any time we may find out that there are new shareholders of Nvidia that are of a large variety of some institutions, perhaps hedge funds, ETFs. We may find that Nvidia is being bought up by some serious multi-hundred-billion-dollar entities that are taking 5-10% positions. I wouldn't put it past it. The future is evident on Nvidia, and it's not just $4.10 a share. This is not the end of the stock at all. But that's me. We'll see what's going on. If there's a pullback, it'll be violent. We'll find out. Uncle Bruce, this Nvidia run the past few weeks and years and market cap, that will be SoFi in years to come. I saw similar when I bought Nvidia at 15 a share. I know SoFi will follow suit. A life changer stock. Right on, my friend. I look forward to the $100 a share level. Sell my house fast enough for Marlboro. Credit Savage, the criminals that make up the U.S. Congress will do anything to keep that gravy train running. They will never leave. They don't quit. You carry them out in body bags. It's the only way to get rid of these guys. Unfortunately, in many cases, that is the answer. I'm sorry to say. They never leave. We're down 96 on the Dow right now. I think we've gone into a bit of a sell stage here again. This market is violent. It is volatile. And, well, we're down 98 on the Dow. But that's only 0.3 of a percentage point, a third of a percentage point. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. 100-point move on the Dow is nothing. Oil, $70.30. I think we're going under 70 today. I just don't see it holding these levels, but we'll find out. Oh, my. Tiff, Uncle Bruce, do you have any thoughts on PayPal? It's at its 52-week low, but their numbers look decent to me. And the CEO is buying this thing, could be oversold. I don't have a personal opinion on it. I don't know the stock. I don't follow it. I know the company, of course, but I don't know I don't follow any of their stuff. I just don't. JR, actually, I attribute this to you who taught me how to write options and to do rollovers. Thank you very much. Well, there you go. Manager, I am shorting Nvidia in 10 shares lots. Once again, I'm shorting them 10 at a time. Deuce Caboose, Nvidia has 2.5 billion shares outstanding. SoFi is 1 billion shares. Key difference is Nvidia has a $1 trillion market cap. SoFi needs to get the float down. Manager, all the Nvidia insiders are selling big time. Home Skillet, Nvidia, Paul Pelusi sure can pick the winners over there. JR, if anyone asks about whether it pays to learn how to do option rights using your classes, refer them to me if anybody wants to know. I'll be able to tell them. Manager, my friend bought in at 90. He just told me he is locking in the profit right now. Way to go. This is normal. This is completely normal. The stock was 310 a week and a half ago. Normal to see sellers here. Completely normal. But it wouldn't surprise me if it goes to 450 in the next couple of weeks. Would not surprise me. I'm not saying it'll do it. I wouldn't be shocked. We'll see what happens. Way to go, folks. If you own stock in Nvidia, you can either sell and get out or write options up here. Write 425s for big premiums to lock in some insurance. That would be a good move. I like that deal. All righty. Rocket Lab 453. AI 37.17 up 423. Unity up 85 cents. GameStop 23.69. SoFi 566. Smart Rent 349.5. Tesla right at $200. Apple up 177 up 209. Little pullback, but nothing too serious. Looking good. What a nice market today. Very interesting market. Down 109 on the Dow, up 7 on S&P, up 70 on NASDAQ. We have on the thumbs up meter now 168 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for coming through for us. 32 more required to get to 200. We're at the 2-hour mark of our show today. Thank you, all of you who've brought in those thumbs ups for us to get us to this level. Thank you also in advance to all of you watching the rerun of this show. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button as you always do. You get us over 200 every single day. I do appreciate it. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, kids, and helping us out to the 200 level, giving this show a little more momentum. You guys are awesome for this. Thank you. 170 now have come through here. Very, very interesting markets today. Very interesting trading patterns going on. Just amazing performance on some of these issues, and I think we got more to come. I really do. Yes, much more to come. All right, well, that is today's show. I want to thank you all for patiently waiting for me to come back from the weekend. Thank you. We got a lot of things done, and we solidified a few things, and that was a good thing. Have a great rest of the day out there, all of you. Keep an eye on these markets. Make a bunch of money today. Keep your eyes on the rollover opportunities that are in front of you, being handed to you on a silver platter. Thank you. Richard Garland says, neat, neat, neat. That's what Richard's saying. I think that's a pretty good statement to make. 173 thumbs ups. Thank you, Manager Uncle Bruce. I know it'll go to 450, but it'll go back to 350 first. Well, we'll see. Larry, have a good one, everybody. Thank you, Larry Titus. As always, my friend, thank you, Larry, for your thumbs ups on this channel. I appreciate it. Take care. Uncle Bruce says, JJ. Thanks, JJ. You guys keep it going out there. Here's some of the emojis to chew on, everybody. Have some fun, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of the show and the channel and the thumbs ups and all the shenanigans we have going on over here. It's fantastic that you're here. I try to tell my relatives about you guys. They don't believe it. They don't believe that you guys are like that. They can't believe it. Jen goes, you should see them. You should see what they do over there. TJ, have a nice day there, Bruce. Hector, neat, 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 neat. Here they come. TJ, neat, 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 neat. Here they come. They don't believe it. They don't believe that there are knee attacks going on this YouTube channel from my viewers. They don't believe it. They just can't understand it. They cannot comprehend it. Thank you, JR. Thank you, TJ. Thank you. Says JR. That's right, babies. Look out. We're only down 68 on the Dow again. Here we go again. There's going to be a breakout. When this thing is up 300 points, you'll believe me that we're going to have an update. You watch. Just don't be surprised. We'll see. But I'm telling you, could be good. Thank you, Karen. Neat. There you go. Thanks, all. All right, kids, have a good one. 174 thumbs ups, and they're still coming in there. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow. Unless something crazy breaks today, I'll just do an emergency show. Thanks, everybody. Make money out there, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.